Okay, this is the Bird Feed, episode 8. Stand by, playing a song. B-Dubs, the Bird Watcher, you know me. What am I doing on right now? I don't know. I'm up. I'm having a cup of coffee. And I have no monitor to see myself, so I don't even... I'm not doing this right. I'm doing this the cheap way today. Yeah. Am I even... Wait, is my... I'm frozen, aren't I? Am I frozen on your screen right now? Hello, Fox. Hello, Daniel. Hello, Janet. Am I just sitting there with a frozen face? Also, hello. I think I have to... Okay, hold on. I had a feeling that might happen. Another one of these things. Stand by, folks. I tell you what, if it ain't one thing for your boy, it's another. With all this crazy technology. Okay, give me another video capture device, please. Call it whatever you want. No, that's not going to work. Don't want that. Let's keep it nice and simple. That's me. Hi. Okay. Now, I don't want to be that large. I don't want to be that in charge. I want to be down here somewhere. Somewhere around here. Let's see. Head over here. Okay. Hello. Hi. I'm down in the corner. Out in the street. Let's see. If I take that away now, what does the chat look like? All right. We'll work with it. It ain't the best I've ever done. But, yeah. So, hello, Fox. Hello, Janet. Hello, Daniel. And anyone who might be listening. Yes, this is pretty impromptu. I didn't really have a plan to do this, but yesterday I had the complete day off. The last game of the Toronto series for me was, it was Tuesday night for me. I went to bed. I woke up yesterday, all day Wednesday, no baseball. And now all day today, no baseball for my what is now already Friday. So, yeah, I just figured I'd pop on. I got a cup of coffee here. Maybe talk about the Orioles. Go over how we're looking here after 1/4 of the season in the books. Maybe get a chance to talk to a couple of you guys. I would love to have a chat with somebody in the Discord. I mean, if anybody's interested, all you got to do is, what do? I go in here. What is it? Yeah, up here, right? I don't know. That's what this podcast, I don't even want to call it that. That's what this experiment is for. We're testing out some things for some future content, folks. So you are sort of test subjects. I apologize, but the benefit of being here right now is that is the Discord icon. Here is the Discord invite, by the way. Wow. All right, so now my controller is going to give me is this going to be a night where my cursor also doesn't work? Cursor wars? Oh, God. Oh, for the love of God. Maybe I am supposed to take the day off, people. Look at this. Okay, well, then, gee, I'm just gonna, wow, everything's just going crazy right now on my desktop with this touchpad. This is a disaster. Maybe this isn't good for promoting the channel. If this was the first thing I saw from some person's channel, I'd be like, well, I'm never going to check this guy out again. Got something to do. Oh, I can turn this off now. I can't. Cursor, please. Be nice. Could you? All right, well, one of the things I wanted to talk about tonight was, with the help from you guys, maybe make a list of priority of things that your boy needs to add to help make this channel better. I think I know what the first addition is. A mouse. Okay, now it just started moving normal. And then back in this... Oh, my God. It's a comedy routine. Are we done? Have we had our little fit? My cursor is like a teenage boy. Just wants to mess around. Okay, here we go. Now we're working again for some reason. All right, here's the Discord link if you're not there already. Hey there, Pool. How you doing? Pool's used to production issues. All right, well, let's try to go over at least a few things if this stream doesn't last very long. I mean, the coffee's still hot. I'm going to have at least one lucky. So, can I just click this off? God darn. I mean, this thing is really being persnickety right now. It's like, point at something to click, and then it'll click whatever's 1 inch to the left or right. I guess if I click away from where I want to, it might accidentally do what I want. Anyway, all right, this setup is okay. I can see myself here in the corner. All right, a little bit of an audio thing as well. Okay, guys, where are we at? We are 27-14, is that right? 27-14, and here's some stats for us to look at. We're going to look at everybody. I want to know how well Craig Kimbrell is hitting with runners in scoring position. I'm just kidding. But yeah, okay, so let's take a look. Fox, Janet, Daniel. Let me talk to you guys, because again, I want this to sort of be an interactive experience. I also want a chance to be able to not talk for parts of this, so I can, do something like this. Janet, what is your favorite thing about the Orioles season so far? Favorite moment, favorite play, favorite player, or let's talk about just favorite. How you doing there, Giants fan? Fox, get in on the action as well. Fox and Janet, you might be the only two actual Oriole fans in chat right now. How you doing, Giants fan? I'm going to pop on over to Fitzy's stream and over on PAS's stream in a little while. But for now, coffee and a smoke and talking a little bit of Orioles baseball. You're intrigued about Mountcastle, and Janet says Adley. So we're talking about favorite players. Janet, is your Adley pick based maybe a little bit on the fact that 4 of the last 5 runs we've scored have been via his home run, and he personally put our team on his back to help us win a game that we probably shouldn't have? Or is it just the overall fact that he's a stud, he's the nucleus of the team, and everything has turned into just a great franchise mode ever since he showed up? Fox, Mountcastle. Followed him last year. Yeah. With Mountie, his defense has really gone next level. I wasn't expecting it. I always thought he was a good defender, but I mean, he looks like a Gold Glover. It's hard to sit here and just anoint him a Gold Glover. I have to sit there and watch every other American League first baseman do what they do. But all I can say is it's hard for me to imagine anyone doing better than Mountie, because I've yet to see him really make a mistake. And I've also seen him, improve his range, get to some balls where as soon as you see it hit on the infield, you're like, well, that's getting through. But it doesn't. His positioning seems to be, his awareness of positioning seems to have improved. Just really, really fantastic, which is great because, if Mountcastle doesn't turn out to be like a 35 homer type first baseman, 35 plus, he doesn't have to be with the kind of lineup we're putting together. You give us 25 to 30, and we'll call it a day, and, play some good defense. Keep that average around 280 or more, all right? Yeah, as far as a grade goes, Adley Rutschman and Ryan Mountcastle both get an A. They get a full-fledged A. Does anyone get an A+? I don't know if I can award an A. I might have one A+. There's only one way to make this sort of a tiered ranking, and that's for me to go ahead and just say it, folks. Jordan Westburg, A+. Let's just stick with the batters for now. Let's stick with the position players. Jordan Westburg, A+, because I'm combining not just what he's doing, but way outperforming anyone's expectations. Let's be honest. I mean, we knew what the tools Westburg had, and he's displaying those tools, but he's also displaying those tools with a frequency and consistency that I don't think even the organization was planning on having this early into his career. How you doing, Booty? Last night was awesome, but at the same time, it really took a toll on me. I made a couple of mistakes during the broadcast, and that's probably something else to talk about. If this is going to be more of an intimate affair, folks, again, I'd love to get some feedback about how to improve things on the channel regarding both the presentation, things I can do, things you want to see more of from me, things maybe you want to not see. I know some people really don't like having the sub screen up, and I don't know what to do about it when I do it, because it has produced a lot of luck, and, I don't know. What do you guys think? While you guys ponder, let's see. Let me just look at these names as we go down the list. Gunnar Henderson for me is, he's an A minus. He's an A minus. I know he's like right up at the top of the leaderboard in home runs. He's a superstar, but I also feel like his average could be up a little bit. And as flashy as he is at shortstop, and as good of aggressive as a base runner as he is, he does occasionally make a couple of mistakes here and there. Couple of mistakes. Adley's pretty mistake free, although he does. Maybe we should be honest. His pop up and throw down a second base not as consistently good as I'd like to see. I've seen him throw a couple of balls into the outfield, one not long ago. You think my channel is going to be blown up by next year? Yeah, if it takes a year for it to get there, that's fine by me. It just needs to really get there. I'm putting all my eggs in the basket here. Don't really have a whole lot of options. Nobody's calling me. Yeah, it's another career change for your boy, the Bird Watcher. I thought you were fired during that roller coaster yesterday. First inning, final inning emotion was electric for me. Yeah, it was. Wow. I mean, do you want to talk about yesterday's? Maybe this should just be therapy for yesterday's game. I had a couple of talking points I wanted to address, but yeah. Can we just go ahead and say first things first? James McCann, please never bunt with first and third, one out, down a run with 2 strikes. Can we go ahead and nip that in the bud, please? What in God's green flat earth? And again, I don't think the earth is flat. It's just a funny little expression I borrowed from somebody else. You missed it. You missed the craziness, Janet. Yeah, the Orioles. It was a tight game. We went up 1-0. First batter of the game, Jordan Westburg goes deep to give us a 1-0 lead. The Blue Jays go up 2-1 on a 2-run double by Bo Bichette. That was like in the 3rd or 4th inning, maybe the 3rd. And then it's 2-1 all the way into the 9th inning. Like, our offense was the first batter of the game, and that's it. And so we get to like the 8th inning, and now we've got runners at first and third. The tying run is at third base with less than 2 out, right? A fly ball gets him in. And by the way, the runner at third is Anthony Santander, who is already limping around a little bit, and even when he's fully fit, he's one of the slower runners on the team. So Brandon Hyde makes the decision to put on like a safety bunt, sort of a, hey, we're gonna bunt, and Santander's gonna break with the pitch. Well, I guess that'd be more of a suicide. I mean, Santander's gonna take a big lead, and as soon as the ball is like not seen to get popped up, he's taken off for home plate. But yeah, it just didn't make any sense. Not the right batter for it, not the right base runner for it, and even if those things were right, I'm not sure it's the right play. It's just I hope we go ahead and bend that strategy going forward. Yeah, Fox is talking about it. Yeah, and then Santander was taken out immediately after. I mean, the only real options we had to pinch run for him at that point was O'Hearn or Urias. But here's the deal. Then you send up Urias to pinch hit, and he strikes out on 3 pitches, not even close. And somehow Ryan O'Hearn doesn't get a chance to pinch hit somewhere along the way, but still gets into the game somehow. Like, couldn't have Urias. I mean, this is the number one thing. When you have McCann constantly starting games with left-handed pitching and Adley Rutschman as your DH, you ruin a whole lot of strategy in late inning situations where if you want to lift McCann for a pinch hitter, well, now you lose the DH. There's just so many reasons not to keep doing this. And yeah, I mean, so McCann's a right-handed batter, and on paper, a righty versus a lefty, that's a better pick, right? Well, if that right-handed batter is batting 200 and the left-handed batter is hitting 200 against lefties, or let's say a buck 85, I don't know. I still rather have the guy hitting a buck 85. Maybe he's got a little more speed. He probably needs some at-bats. Hello, Kyle Stowers or Heston Kjerstad last week, or take your pick. But McCann, I love you, buddy, but you need to be a backup catcher like all the other backup catchers. Play every fifth game and leave it at that. We'll still get chances for Adley to DH and keep him in the lineup, but I would rather have Adley maybe take off a game every 10 or 11 games and have somebody else DHing than to watch McCann in the lineup like every other game. It's just not making sense. How you doing there, Purple Haze? I was bringing in groceries and walked into the bird watcher going off. Yeah, I mean, I went off on a tirade. I dropped the F-bomb. It was pretty ridiculous. I literally don't understand how said Mullins sees a lineup. The guy has been terrible for like a year now. Guy is solely living off of defense. Well, Purple, I'll say this. I mean, I'll admit it. He has been terrible at the plate for a while. I mean, the very beginning of the season, he was okay. But, yeah, it's been about 6 weeks now where it's been tough to watch. And after the first, like I'd say 2 weeks where it started, that's when I was starting to say, all right, we need to kind of figure out a way to not play Mullins every day. But I also understood it because, hey, we're winning, and his defense, like it or not, prevents runs. And preventing a run is just as important as scoring a run. We have to remember that. And a guy that hits 200, ninth in your order, that can give you a gold glove in center field, to me is just as valuable as a guy that's hitting 250 that's giving you an average glove. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, it's difficult to get through, and eventually, you know, a couple of years down the road, we might be talking about Enrique Bradfield Jr. as our center fielder of the future. He was our big pick in the last draft. So, you know, for now, we got Mullins. I'm rooting for him to get out of this slump, but man, I don't know how he's going to do it because it looks like just repetition at the plate isn't helping. Every time he's up there, He looks like he doesn't want to hit. I mean, he looks like he wants to, get out of this funk, but he just looks so frustrated. So frustrated. It was a great channeling a little bit of Earl Weaver. Yeah, I mean, I got a little Earl Weaver in me, folks. I don't know what to tell you. I can be a very amicable guy, but man, sometimes some stuff will really set your boy off. They say Enrique is, Enrique Bradfield Jr. is lights out fast. It's he put out some crazy stats in the different areas he's been playing ball the past year and a half. Something like 54 out of 56 stolen base success, something like that. Just, yeah, speed demon. If he can, and he's got great range, good glove. It's really just can he hit at a big league level. He's not going to give you any pop. I don't want him to give you pop. He's built like a guy that is going to be like a gazelle out in center field. You start putting muscle on him, and suddenly he's going to be more like a corner outfielder. We can't all be guys hitting 40 home runs up and down the lineup, folks. Oh, we need some guys. You know, this is an arc. We need two of every animal. We need a couple of gazelles on the team. You know what I'm saying? Mike Elias is a god. Literally, damn near everything he touches turns to gold. I mean, I tell you what, I don't know how we got him. I don't know how we hold on to him. But, yeah, I agree. I mean, what's the worst decision he's made in the front office so far? I mean, right now, the big thing, I think, on everybody's mind is when are we going to start extending some of these players? And in what order? I feel like Rutschman has got to be your first guy, and then you take it from there. Because if you give a guy who's been around less time, then Adley's going to be sitting there going, well, What about me? Aren't you going to lock me up? I'm kind of the first guy here. So, yeah. We got a lot of decisions to make, and that's the tough part about this, folks, because once you become an Oriole, folks, you're my boy. You're in my family. At least for a little while. Like, take Aaron Hicks, for example. Aaron Hicks, he comes over, he plays for us for like 4 months. Now I root for Aaron Hicks for wherever he does or wherever he goes, even though he was a Yankee much longer than he was an Oriole. That's just how your boy is. Now, if Hicks comes back with the Angels or somebody does something to us, I can flip on a dime. When does the All-Star game start? I guess mid-July. Like the usual mid-July thing. Oh, here's something to talk about, folks. There's a press release came out here, I guess last month, but I only saw it talked about recently. I'm not sure if they're going to mention the one part I wanted to talk about, but yeah, see, the food and some of this stuff I'm not worried about. Yeah, I opened up this article thinking maybe it would mention it, but I've heard rumor that the Orioles Camden Yards is going to go under a bit of a renovation, and part of that renovation would include removing some of the seats in the bleacher area out there in right center field, beneath the main scoreboard, adjacent to the flag court. I guess what they're talking about doing is sort of extending the flag court further into right center and, cutting into where the bleachers are and thereby removing some bleacher seats. I like first of all, I just love the ballpark. I don't think it needs any renovation. The only renovation they need to do is take that hotel down that they built that blocks the Bromo Seltzer Tower. I want my Bromo Seltzer Tower back now. Ruin the view. But other than that, yeah, the ballpark. Come on, what's bad about the ballpark? Remember Brady Anderson? You're darn tootin', Christina. That was during my heyday growing up. Brady probably joined the team when I was about 11 years old. What was that? He came over from the Red Sox, I think at the end of the 87 season, or going into the 88 season. Didn't get a whole lot of playing time, but then started breaking through in 89. And then, of course, the rest is history. It's just so hard to bud with these high mark. Oh, bid. Right. Yeah. Well, here's something. Again, I'm jumping all over the place, but I'm just kind of going off of what you guys are bringing up. Again, there's no reason for me to do a one-man podcast. I'm here to talk with you guys while I sip some coffee. Maybe have one more lucky. But first of all, Purple, the good news is there is more money in the organization now. And I think David Rubenstein has a very good idea of the kind of talent this team has and the kind of value that is going to be built by keeping that talent and keeping a winning team on the field. So we got a little bit of work to do. It's not going to happen overnight. And I don't think we're ever going to be in the stratosphere of the Dodgers and the Yankees. But, folks, limitless wallet or whatever, it's not a guarantee for success. How long has it been since the Yankees have won the series? I know for a while, going back into the mid-2000s or so, during the Jeter era, it really did feel like, boy, you can just go out there and buy a series. Well, you still need a good team chemistry. You need a good manager. You need the right parts. And, boy, can we please get back Felix Bautista, our Mariano Rivera? There's a part we need. But, yeah, I'm surprised, folks. Following the win from the other day, I went on another podcast for Oriole fans, and I was shocked to see just how many people, again, there was reasons to be upset with that game, particularly the McCann situation, and reasons to be frustrated with the way people have been hitting lately, like said Mullins. But, man, you would look at this chat I was in, and you would think that we were just coming off the 21st of 21 consecutive losses. They open up the 88 season, or we just lost our 100th game of the year, or we just hit a 10-game losing streak. I mean, folks, I don't know what's going on with the Orioles fan base. I was expecting just so much happiness and optimism for this era of the team. I just don't understand, if anyone is around my age, how you've been around, seeing the results, and then living through what we're looking at right now, and having any, I mean, I understand, like I said, situationally, criticisms, they're warranted. But as an overall overarching attitude, some of the attitudes, it's just like people are looking for a reason to complain about this team. And I'm like, what are you watching this for? What do you want? A team that wins 135 games a year? Would that suffice? What do you need? I mean, this guy said that Brandon Hyde is trash. Cedric Mullins is trash. The fans at the stadium are trash. The broadcast team, Kevin Brown and Jim Palmer, are trash. Every comment, trash. And he wasn't there to, what do you call it? Troll. I mean, he knew what he was talking about. A troll wouldn't have all the details, but my goodness. Anybody's better than Angelos. He used the team for a tax write. Yeah, I mean, let's, again, happy days. Again, yeah, the new ownership, another reason just to feel like whatever weight you've been feeling as a fan for a long time, you should be feeling a lot lighter right now. I'm feeling lighter. I've actually lost some weight. Maybe it's anxiety. But, yeah. But yeah, do you guys want any changes made renovation-wise to the ballpark? Like, some people say, well, you don't really need the upper deck seating out beyond left field. Just attendance overall around a lot of stadiums. It's sort of been the new trend for newer ballparks. They're making smaller capacity parks. They're making the upper decks not as expanded and monstrous. But I think it's fine. And we actually had people sitting up in the upper deck of the beyond left field during the game. Wow, you're showing up? Yeah, okay. Come on back another time, friend. Bye. Yeah, that's, speaking of trolls, folks, there's the one that, wow, it's been like a month. It's been a month, buddy. Did you find a new person to bug? And now you're bored with them? Going back, it's like going back through your black book, trying to find the next girlfriend. Anyway, yeah, there's just no reason to make changes structurally to the ballpark, in my humble view. I don't know how you guys feel. It's one of the most beautiful parks ever built, in my humble opinion, and ever since we built it, pretty much every other team has created some version of it. Let's see. All right, I guess we'll get back to looking at Oriole players and how we feel about them. Okay, so yeah, Gunnar, I gave an A-. Adley's an A. Santander, where do we go? I guess we go with like a B. A B. I'll give him a B. I mean, 220 is not a good average. If the average was good, I'd give him an A. He's, again, his range isn't as good as you'd like to see in the outfield, but if he can get to the baseball, he usually takes care of it. But yeah, he did have one sort of hit off of his glove. He took a bad route to that one ball hit over his head in that last ball game. But yeah, 11 doubles, tied for the team lead. So the extra base hits, that is number 1, 18 on the team. Extra base hit machine. Oh, forgive me, 19. I forgot he had a triple. He's also drawn a dozen walks. Folks, can we get the walks up? We got to get the walks up. We've got to get the walks up. Colton Cowser. Man, if we asked this question a month ago, we'd say A++++. But he's somewhere in between the guy that went crazy and the guy that's been struggling, right? So if he's not a 300 hitter and he's not the 250 guy he is right now, he's probably somewhere in that 275 range. The slugging is still great, just a clip under 500. I mean, look at all these 500 or better sluggers we have. Santander 447, Gunner's well over 500, Adley over 500, Cowser's right there. Mounty's not far behind. And then Westberg is well over 500. Ryan O'Hearn is over 500. I mean, that is... And just as a comparison, you see Mullins there, 349. I mean, that is... Oof. That is oof. Hey, how's everyone doing tonight? I'm doing okay. We're probably going to hang out here for just like another 10 or 15 minutes. I'm going to smoke one more Lucky and call it a night. I just wanted to check in with folks, maybe give it a shot, see what happens if I just went on with an unannounced stream. My guess was, Steve, it's going to be a very small turnout. And in fact, you might bug more people just by notifying them of something that isn't a ball game. Yes, that's right. It's powerful. All right. Let's make a list. How about this? Where's my notepad? Where's my notepad? He's making a list. He's checking it twice. Gonna find out. All right. Let's just get rid of this. Uh-oh. Come on. Are we back to... Oh, we're back to this now. Okay. It's whatever my cursor wants. I can't just highlight this and I have to do the old-fashioned way? Okay. Let's go old-fashioned. We're going to do a tiered list of stuff. Let me see if I can get the... Hold on. Stuff this channel / BW needs. Right? And then we're going to try to put this in a list of priority. With help from you guys. Because one thing your boy is terrible at is prioritizing things. Like my health, for example. But here's something I know for sure. I need a mouse. Because this frickin' cursor thing with my touchpad is getting unreliable. Comfortable chair, thank you. That seems very high on the list for a guy that's going to spend 3 hours at a time. WD-40. Oh, is it the squeak of this? Wait, hold on. See, now it's not squeaking. Now when I want it to squeak, it won't squeak. Look at this. All right, there it goes. There. It's I know it's not the best. It's a bad habit. I should just not touch it. Number one. Same advice I had in sex ed. But I don't know. At the same time, when it's just a slight little squeak, it makes it feel a little more like, I don't know, like I'm a regular guy. I'm trying to walk that balance of, okay, I'm going to give you a professional play-by-play call here, best I can do. But I also want to keep it kind of like, hey, I'm a regular guy. Hey, there's no, nothing has to be too fancy here. But at the same time, I get it. If squeaky, if that's a noise that just kind of grates on you, I can understand it. A hat rack for the lucky hat. I got a feeling that's not going to stay high on the list of priorities, but I'll throw it on there. A hat rack. Something I'm knowing that needs. Let's see. I need. Eventually, I'm going to need a camera. I'm going to need a separate camera that's not the one built into my computer, because it's even with the like the lighting thing here, it's not HD quality. It's not passing the sniff test for a lot of people. Some people they will click on something, and if it's not in HD, if it's not at least 1080p, they just say forget it. This is this is too old fashioned. A strobe light for home runs? How you doing, Chris? So you want me to have a seizure on? How come you ain't a Ravens fan? I never said I wasn't. I never said that. I think somebody asked me if I would do Ravens games, covering them like I do the Orioles, and I just explained that baseball is my number one sport, and I'm not going to sit here and try and act like I'm an expert on the NFL. I'm not. I've really not been following it like I used to. I would need to do basically what I did with the Orioles. Like last year was the first year I was really able to stop and watch all the games like I used to, because of a loss of work and starting to rebuild something new. And so I allowed myself that year of education to sort of get reacclimated with the team, with the culture, with everything going on before I felt comfortable, doing what I'm doing now. So, yeah, I don't dislike the Ravens. I root for the Ravens. Something flashy. So you guys would like to see something. Okay, I'll tell you what. Effects. Can we just call it? It might not be something practical like here with me. It might be like a computer graphic. There's another YouTuber that when there's a home run, they'll cut to like a graphic of some sort of celebration. But yeah, celebration graphics, something like that, or just graphics in general, or just graphics. I need to look into like some software, what works. Now with the soundboard, how do you guys? Okay, I'm got the soundboard in there. Now I do have a soundboard on my. Oh, actually, you know what has to go in front of everything else? Oh no. Okay, so now we're doing this. Just a new computer, because here's the deal, folks. If I start to add more to the computer here itself, like that, the graphics for software, which will eventually need to happen. Like right now, I'm really maxed out on what I can do on this computer. Plus, it's already given me problems. So it's probably going to need to be my secondary computer, which would be a good thing to have. I could have it sitting off to the right. I could maybe put the chat over there instead of having it taking up space on the screen. Give me more space on the main screen. But yeah, so maybe the list should be more about what don't I need? What don't you need, Steve? KC, and we go there for week 1. You're talking about, oh, that's right. The new NFL schedule is out. The Ravens have the Chiefs in week 1. Is that right? That should be a fun matchup. Get all the Swifties out of the way. Let's get the Swifties out of the way. Good Lord. Maybe that's another reason why your boy hasn't been checking out the NFL much, because every time he opens up his Twitter and sees anything NFL related, somehow Taylor Swift is involved. And I'm like, what? Why? Yeah, okay. So yeah, this, great. So here we go with the cursor again. All right. Okay. I get it. All right. Yeah. Yep. Just go crazy. Folks, the Garden of Earthly Delights, brought to you by the Bird Watcher. I need a mouse. I think we can go ahead and put mouse number 1. Because if this kind of happened once or twice during the stream, but if it were to happen this bad, right now it's jumping around without me even touching it. It's like there is something crawling around underneath the touchpad. It is being unruly right now. There we go. But now I've lost the now I've lost our list. Maybe an abracadabra magician's hat when Adley hits a home run. Man, we're getting awfully specific. Oh, come on. For the love of God. Can we just... Can you just let me click on something and let me just work with the arrows? I'd appreciate it. Thanks. All right. Yeah, Chris, once I get to like 5,000 subs, maybe I'll be successful enough to start investing into magician hats just as a gimmick for one particular play that happens maybe 25 times a year. I could do that, but it's going to be on the bottom of the priority list. Let's see. Or yeah, that's a dream that I hope not to live, Chris. Can I not have so many plastic surgeries while emulating Carrot Top? What's my movie going to be? He had chairman of the board. What's the BW1 movie that stinks, never to be seen again, coming to a theater near you for one day? Yeah, like a Bye Bye Birdie graphic. I mean, ain't the call enough? I know everybody loves Bye Bye Birdie. I love it too. You know, I didn't say Bye Bye Birdie with the Adley walk-off. I've missed 2 Bye Bye Birdie calls this year, and they've been probably the 2 biggest home runs of the season because your boy was just too excited. He forgot his script. Chairman of the Birds. Hey. All right, let's get a GoFundMe started. Let's make a movie. The Birdwatcher. Coming to a screen near you. Ah, gosh. All right, well, we got a few more people in here. Chris. Christina. Like, can we all agree that this whole every time we face a lefty, Adley needs to DH and McCann needs to catch thing? Can we just put the kibosh on this and maybe just do that, I don't know, half the time we face a lefty? I feel like Adley would still get enough rest like a normal regular catcher would if we just did this thing half the time, right? Because right now, again, we've faced a lefty probably out of 41 games, I don't know, 19 lefties, 22 righties. It's been pretty close. I don't think Adley needs to play nearly every other game as a DH. How's he going to win a Gold Glove if he's not catching? I don't know. Yeah, so I'm jumping all over the place. Cursor's jumping all over the place. I'm trying to get back over here now, and I can't. It is so... Could you be a little more persnickety, please? I mean, all right. Well, there you go. That's as big as it... Okay, just slide to the right a little bit. Thank you. Oh, my God. Okay. I'm going to get a mouse today. I'm going to go to the barber today, too, I think. Your boy's going to get a nice, clean shave. I'm not cutting off the beard, but I'm going to get it nice and trimmed up. Get this mop off of my head. Toxic Avenger. Well, there's plenty of toxicity in social media, and I do like to avenge. Whoops. Okay. Good Lord. All right, folks. I can't. What in God's name? All right, I'm going to do this one more time, and then we're going to wrap it up. But I have to actually shut my laptop and reopen it, but my video image is going to go away for a sec, so I'll be right there, but hold on. Oh, for the love of God. Are we back? See, now here we go. Now I can control. Can we make this smaller again? Thank you. Yeah, now everything's working again. This is what happens. I'll go ahead and get rid of this. For God's sakes. All right. Hey, Chris, are you in on the Discord yet, buddy? Fox, you in on the Discord yet? Christina, you might want to, if you get on the Discord, you and Janet, you might want to, have a little side, conversation or DM, along with Froggy, also known as Card Crazed. The mods need a place to, discuss things if anything needs to be discussed, not in chat. But it's not, there's no obligation. You don't need to. Just a suggestion. All right, let me just go through the hitters here. Okay, so yeah, Mountie great. Mullins, again. I'll tell you this. Jazz Chisholm is on the market. He plays center field. He's a left-handed hitter. He's young. He's a bit of a star. I mean, the guy's been on the cover of MLB The Show. I'm not sold on him as, I don't know. He's a flashy player. But, God, it feels like there's more hype to him than there is. But, yeah, he's something. I don't know what it would take to get a guy like that. But the Marlins, I mean, it would probably take like a Kerstad and something else kind of big. What if we gave them Mullins and Kerstad for Jazz Chisholm? Would they take it? Would we take it? I don't know. But we need somebody out there who can cover center field. That's all I know. Ryan O'Hearn. I mean, can we just give him a chance against lefties? I don't know, once in a while? Let's just give him a chance. Let's look at the splits. How many at-bats has he even had? He's had a grand total of 6 at-bats. He has had less at-bats against lefties this season than Ryan McKenna. Okay? That's how little. And he's gone 0 for 6. But in his career, I mean, I don't know. How can he be so, I don't know. He can't be just insufferably bad against lefties, can he? A sequel could be Mousetrap, The Harrowing Adventures of BW and His Computer. Yeah, you could also throw Ant Trap in there, Fox. These Thailand ants. I had a situation a couple of months ago, right when the channel started, where I had an ant invasion. And these ants, they weren't attracted to food. They were attracted to electricity, electronics, and the warmth that they give off. So I woke up one morning and just found like a pile of ants scattered around like my entertainment area here, the TV, the PlayStation, the computer. I had to take care of that. So who knows? Maybe just ants are crawling around in my motherboard. No sign of them anymore, but yeah, there's some weird stuff out here. I tell you what, if the sight of a weird alien-looking bug frightens you, don't come out here. That might be the one thing about living out here that might throw you off. That's tough. All right, I feel like I'm running out of steam here. Do I actually have anything of value to say? A 70s eco. What's eco? Like eco, like budget, like economic? I love a good budget horror movie. Horror is the best genre for a small budget. It's the best way to get your foot in the door as a director. Make a horror film. Make it good. You can really make a good movie. Ah, I gotcha. Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of environmental... Hey, have you guys ever seen The Bay, the movie Barry Levinson, Baltimore native, director of movies such as Diner and Rain Man and other fantastic films? He made a movie called The Bay. Came out like in the 2010s. really didn't have any fanfare. I guess Barry Levinson's sort of fallen off a cliff as far as prominent directors in Hollywood. I don't think this really got a huge theatrical release, but it's all shot locally, folks. So if you want a little bit of that Maryland flavor in a horror movie, might I suggest to you a movie called The Bay. Let me see if I can find it here. The Bay. I mean, you guys know Barry Levinson, right? I mean, this guy is one of Baltimore's finest in terms of his contribution to the arts. Now, this came out in 2012. Problem Child. Why'd you bring that movie up? That's not a Levinson joint. Yeah, go check this out. It's like a found footage type movie. It's shot in a way to make it look like everything is being shot like with local news cameras and stuff like that. Oh, bad movies. Oh, we can turn this whole podcast into talking about bad movies because that's another area of expertise for your boy. How you doing there, Adriano? Yeah. All right, folks. I think anybody who's going to show up and is still here is willing to talk about whatever. What's your favorite bad movie? Either something that is known by everybody to be bad, but you like it anyway, or it's just so bad it's good. People like to bring up a movie like The Room from the past 20 years as one of those, oh, I love The Room. It built up a huge cult following for how bad it is. You really think Starship Troopers is bad? It's campy. Paul Verhoeven, this is the same guy that made RoboCop. This is the same guy that made Total Recall. If you look at all of his movies, Chris, he has that same sort of underlying commentary going on. Yeah, some do, Chris. They do. But yeah, it's a great pick. Starship Troopers, it is. I love the awful soap opera acting. It's intended. I mean, the casting was perfect. They casted some of the most vapid, just emotionally absent people between Casper Van Dien and Denise Richards. Boy, I mean, soap opera bad, but it works. It just makes everything the parody that it is. Christina loves The Exorcist. How do you feel about the fact that they're making reboots of? Is anybody here sick of all the reboots? Is anyone interested in maybe just gambling on a fresh idea of a story for a movie and just going and seeing if they might like it versus going to an already established property and then just watching a inferior version of a movie that they used to like? Because to me, I am done. I've been done. I mean, I open up the paper, I'm ready to go watch a movie, and it's like superhero movie, remake, reboot, superhero movie, and reboot of a superhero remake movie. Those are my options. Can we just, I don't know. I remember an era of film where you just kind of, I don't know, you knew who the actors were, you saw a trailer, it didn't give away everything, it wasn't all just eye candy to get you to go, ooh, I want to see that special effect. I want to see Fast and Furious 27 because now the cars are swinging on vines in the jungle. That looks crazy. It's just enough. Come up with a new idea. A24, that's the studio for me. I don't know if you guys know A24 Studios, but they're the ones making all the original fresh movie ideas. A lot of them are sort of horror themed, but they've got some dramas out there as well. The only rebooted series I've enjoyed thus far has been the new Planet of the Apes quadology. Is that how it's said? Yeah, I saw the Tim Burton one, and I really didn't like it. You know, I appreciated some of the visuals, some of the work that went into the making of it. You know, but that's usually how I feel about anything Tim Burton works on. I can sit there and appreciate sort of his vision, but in terms of a story and all that. So yeah, Fox. Basically, what I was about to say is because of that experience, and then when those new ape movies started coming out, even though I knew it wasn't Tim Burton, I was just like, again with the Planet of the Apes already. It's like Spider-Man. Like you had the original Sam Raimi Spider-Mans with Tobey Maguire, and then like 2 years later, we're coming out with a whole new Spider-Man guy, and that dude lasted like 2 movies, and before I had a chance to even remember his name, I think it's Andrew Garfield, we've already moved on to another guy. I'm like, how am I supposed to be world building if you're going to constantly be recasting and rebooting the same thing every 5 years? They did it with the Incredible Hulk. I mean, just give me a regular person, regular story. Anyone here ever seen 12 Angry Men? Has anyone here ever seen the 1957 classic 12 Angry Men, directed by Sidney Lumet, starring Henry Fonda? That movie takes place in one room, and it's 12 dudes sitting around talking. And that movie is going to stand the test of time. You can go on right now on YouTube and look up movie reactions. Every movie reactor reacts to 12 Angry Men because it's made the rounds now. Because people keep recommending it. It's finally sort of gotten new life out there for a whole new generation. And I've watched some of these reactions of some of these young people, and they're like, why don't they make movies like this? I love this. I love these characters. I love, this is a gripping story. I feel like I'm right there with them. I feel, all the stuff that makes 12 Angry Men, the classic that it is. Why can't we, and again, I'm not saying you have to go all the way to the other end of the spectrum and make every movie happen in one room. No, that was a very special moment in film history. But just in general, just the, I grew up as a dream to be a filmmaker, and, I dabbled. I wound up becoming an editor for a documentary filmmaker during my 20s before I shifted into sports writing. But, it's like when I went to college to become a filmmaker, that was the late 90s. It was right when the digital era was starting to replace the analog era. And it was like everything I was being taught was like the old school way. And as soon as I grabbed my degree and walked off the stage, it was like I stepped into the real world and everything I'd learned had become obsolete overnight. It was, and then I'm like, I want to be a filmmaker. And within 5 years, YouTube comes around and smartphones start coming out. And now everybody's a filmmaker. Everything it's just oversaturated. I got despondent. I said, all right, I want to do something else now then, I guess. Hey, Critters is a great low-budget 80s horror movie. Love 12 Angry Men holds up to today, filmed based on a play, yes. Later, Tony Danza did a serviceable, I did remember, I think that was late 80s, I want to say. Maybe early 90s, made for TV. I don't know. Again, I don't know why you'll want to try to recreate something like that. I don't know if anybody here is familiar with the filmmaker Gus Van Sant. I think he directed Good Will Hunting. I think that's probably his biggest commercial success. He's done some other things like Drugstore Cowboy. One really, really powerful film called Elephant, which has to do with sort of the Columbine situation. But Gus Van Sant, thank you, Fox. Fox beat me to the point, sitting here talking about remakes. Yeah, Gus decided in the late 90s that he wanted to, not only remake Psycho, but do it shot for shot. Just make one change, other than the casting, obviously. Instead of black and white, let's go color. Why? 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 I remember I was working as a projectionist in the theater when we got the film. I sat there and I watched it, and the whole time I'm sitting there and I'm going, why? Why is Vince Vaughn trying to be Anthony Perkins? Nobody can be. It ain't happening. He's not Norman Bates. Anne Heche is not Janet Leigh. What are we doing here? I don't know. But I still like Gus Van Sant overall as a director. I don't know what he was thinking with that one, though. All right. Have I gone off topic enough? Because the coffee's about to wear out. It's probably time for me to run on down and grab some breakfast. I don't know, folks. I'm sitting here ready to talk Orioles, and we're sitting here looking at Barry Levinson movies. I mean, now that the cursor's working, I stopped with the whole plan here. Okay. Can we try to prioritize this while my cursor is working? Let's see. I think the mouse is number one because it's something that shouldn't be that expensive, that I don't have to, wait down the line for revenue to maybe pick up. All right, the hat rack is going to be last. I think the computer is going to last me at least through the All-Star break, but I might not. I'm probably going to put the. Hey, another thing I need? And seriously, I need this. I need some new glasses, man. I have not. My vision has been noticeably declining for about, I don't know, a year and a half, and I just keep putting it off. But I don't mind my vision being a little crappy a little bit longer. Would you like me to go find some Harry Carey frames? That would be funny. Hey, everybody. Welcome to the Birdwatcher channel. I'm a O's fan and a Bud man. I'm a Bo man and a O fan. I don't know if I can do that, Chris. I don't know how that's going to go over with people. Plus, I might look more like Larry King than Harry Carey. I don't know. But, yeah, I need to get some new glasses, folks. My vision is going crap. I think I need to get the new computer. And then what are we talking about? I might as well just throw it out. What's a mouse cost? And then I'll just take 20% off of whatever you tell me. Because over here it'll probably be a little bit cheaper. But I mean, can I get one for like $10? How much is it? Or is it like $30? What's a mouse? I can't remember the last time I bought a mouse. It either comes with the computer or I've just been using a touchpad now for about a decade or more. Anybody got a guess on a mouse price? Just a roundabout average for a, mid-grade mouse. Anyone? 8 to 20. Okay, so let's call it 15. Whoops. All right, so that's $15. Yeah. I'm feeling like this laptop I bought was about $400. I might have to get something closer, like in like the 600 range. I'm just guessing. Ah, man, the chair. How much are these gamer chairs, guys? This is another thing. I really have no idea. Like my shopping, my form of shopping out here is called Lazada. That's how I got my ring light shipped to me, through Lazada. If I just type in gamer chair, let's see what, wow, it came up fast. Let's see what kind of stuff. Let's make this all English now. Come on. What are the normal prices for these things? Hey, Book Doc. Yeah, we're just sort of, anything goes. We were talking a little bit about the Orioles, doing a little bit of a report card on players, although we never got around to the pitchers. We've also been talking about things we can do to help upgrade the channel, make things better, both for me and for you. The chair would not help you guys, but it would help me, which would then indirectly help you, because if your boy's comfortable. All right, so I'm seeing prices here, but I'm not sure what the shipping is going to be like on something like this. But yeah, it looks like prices. And here's the other thing. I'm a big boy. I'm worried about ordering something like this without giving it a test run. I'm rocking in here at about 220, 225 pounds. I'm a large man. I don't want to feel like I'm wedged into one of these things. Everywhere I go, I'm constantly feeling like I'm squeezing into an airplane seat or a seat at the ball game. But let's see. So it looks like they range between about 1,200 all the way up to like 3,000 baht. So let's look at one that's right around, I don't know, like 2,000. Here we go. I don't need all these colors. But 2,000 baht, that's about 60 bucks. That's not that bad. In fact, let me just make sure. What's the dollar to baht exchange right now? 2,000 baht, I think, is about 60 bucks. 55. Hell, it's even cheaper. Hey, the conversion is... So I can get that brand new for 55 bucks? That seems worth it. Look at that. This guy's already streaming somewhere. What happened to my cursor? The cursor just disappeared again. Hello, cursor. Where are you? Come on. Come on, buddy. Don't be shy. You can move. You can move around. You don't have to click on everything. Can you translate that title? Tingu Gaming Chair. Can recline 135 degrees. Comfortable to sit. Can be adjusted. The wheelbase is strong steel. And there's a guarantee. Oh, we have different colors. Wait a minute. Color control. Anything with an orange hue? We're not going pink. Okay, so we've got the Team America World Police model. Team America World Police. Then we got the, Powder Puff Girl model. Then we got the, wow. I don't know. What do you call that? That just looks like a color scheme you only see on, like, the Olympics. Just a bunch of loud colors mixed. And then, I might have to go with the Dark Knight series. That's right. Give me my Christopher Nolan chair. Let me direct. The next time McCann bunts with 2 strikes, I can go full Oppenheimer in my chair. Oh, that was Miss Marvel. No wonder I didn't know. Did anybody see that? Johnny Ringo. Yeah, no orange and black color scheme, unfortunately. I don't think if I just searched gaming chair, orange and black, that anything is going to pop up. Well, you never know. But I have to order from Lazada, folks. If I order from... Oh, my God, look at that. Whoa, hold on, folks. Hold the fort. We've got Oriole chairs. Oh, my boy's getting excited. If only his cursor would come back again. And some of these prices don't look too shabby either. Leather office gaming chair. All right, hold on. Wow. Oh, well, that one's over 5,000 baht. Wow, that's a couple of $100 for that one. Gee. I want to click on one, but we're back to this. Okay, here we go. Let's see. Let me find one from Lazada. Okay, this one, Lazada, and it's in that 1,700 baht range. Can you please move over? Okay, here we go. Let's see what this one looks like. Ah, part of that same ensemble. Hey. Okay, so that's that one. So, yeah. 1,800 baht. Let's look at some of the specs. Winna winna, chicken dinner. Oh, delivery's only 99 baht? That's only like $3. It only costs $3 to I'm telling you, folks, you wonder why I live out here? Everything is so much more affordable. It's so ridiculous. It really makes you wonder why you work your butt off. Yeah, you make more money than the average income of a lot of people around the planet, but guess what? It's all pointless if everything is priced in such a way where you're just breaking even anyway. You know what I'm saying? You mean to tell me? Okay, this is 1,800 baht. This chair. This is not even. This is $50. $49.65. So $52.50 shipped. A chair. A gaming chair. Anybody beat that price? Maybe I should go ahead and order this puppy up. I don't have the cash on me though. I gotta at least wait a week to do a transfer to my... Well, I'll tell you what's happening in a week. Oof. Oh, well, at least it's by the sea, right? It is by the sea. I'm only about a mile and a half away from the Gulf of Thailand. And I'm a motorbike taxi ride that costs about $1.25 from just getting dropped off right there at the beach. Fox, move on out here, folks. Don't tell anybody. Don't let the secret out. The last thing I want is everybody migrating over here and turning this into America Part 2. Next thing you know, there's going to be a Starbucks and Walmart on every corner. Do you know how much I enjoy walking around and never seeing the words Walmart on anything? It's lovely. All right. So what are the specs? We got some specs. Let's see. I mean, this looks like a company that really produces these things. Neutron. Maybe can we get a review? Neutron Gaming Chair review. Can I please? Thank you. God, why are you making... What are you doing? Just behave. I wonder if there'll be anything in English. Yeah, see this? This is in Thai. Review. Whoops. Never drop me off at the beach. I promise. I won't do that to you. We're shopping, folks. Here's a review. Super economical price. Maybe it's too economical. Maybe I am looking at it. Maybe I'm getting tricked by looking at... Because again, folks, I'm going to need a chair with a little bit of quality to it. Because if it's flimsy, with my large frame, then it's going to just be a waste. It might work for like a month. But I just wanted a review of these Neutron chairs. People with a budget. I have to watch a video to get a report? Nobody wrote one up? All right. Whatever. All right. But the idea is to find one with the color scheme like this, right? This looks like the same one. See, like this one, why is this one like 4 times the price? This one's only like $55. This one's like $200. Why? Why? What makes this so gosh darn good? All right, folks, I get it. I'm not really doing much here to entertain. Just, I'll be wrapping it up here in a sec, but don't feel obligated to wait for that end to come. All models, 4 times the butt cushion. Did it say that somewhere? Oh, well, yeah, for my current, any chair would be, 55 times as a start in terms of cushioning. Definitely complete with functions and quality. What's the functions? A back massage system. Durable and long. Oh, here we go. See, this is what I'm talking about. I can't get this. This carries weight up to 90 kilo. I'm like 220. And that's like 104 kilo. I got to go back to my another conversion chart here. Yeah, see, that's right on. Let's just say 225 to be safe. Yeah, 102. That's where I've been last time I got weighed at the doctor's office. I mean, I can get up to like 105 too. So if I'm up to like 105, then we're talking... Yeah, I'm up 230. So 225, 230, that's sort of my range. And this chair is saying it's got a limit of 90 kilos. And I don't want to... Even if I were 90 kilos, I wouldn't want to buy something where I'm maxing out. Max weight 300. So how many kilos is that? So you're telling me I should look for something with a max weight of 300? That way I'm covered... For sure. All right, so 136 kilos. I'll take 135. But yeah, that's the thing. I need to find something that actually, because that's the thing, folks. They are advertising to a clientele where the average Thai person is probably, clocking in about 150 pounds or something. They don't got a lot of big boys like me out here. Hey, how you doing there, Card? You made it, but there ain't much going on. What is this? Gaming chair. Chris, what is all that? Am I supposed to, copy that and paste it into the search and it's going to pop up for me? What's Homale? What's Homall? All right, I'm just going to... Okay, let me copy and paste this in and see what I can find. If my cursor will allow me. Please, cursor, don't hurt him. Oh, I just copied him everything. Great. Could you please, cursor, for the love of all that's holy. For God's sakes. Oh, my God. Just click. Thank you. Unbelievable. Guys, I just reported... I think I just accidentally reported Janet. Janet, if I reported you, it was an accident. I don't know if I did or not. All right, I think I got it now. Good God. Okay, this is from Amazon, though. I need this. And this is going to cost crazy money to ship, folks. That's the problem. And this one's in black. You say they have one in orange? Okay, there you go. That's the one. But how much would it cost to ship something like this to Thailand? There you go. It won't even ship here. Doesn't even ship here. Can't get it. But let me just try Homall as a brand name back in here in Lazada. Homall chair. Let's try that. I don't see the Homall brand. Hey, and now we're getting near the chairs that I'm used to. Hey, here's an upgrade. Here's an upgrade. Oh, man, I think I'm getting farther and farther off track here. Oh, boy. I don't know. Hey, do you guys think it would be in bad taste for me to sort of do like a fundraiser-themed stream on the night that we play when it's my birthday? Should I milk the birthday angle? Or is that kind of bad taste? I don't know. I am not getting any presents from anywhere else. But maybe a little bit of a drive for helping out with the channel could help me go out there and get a couple of these things lickety split. I just want to do it in a way that doesn't come off really, gross, I don't know how to handle it. It's Thursday, the 21st. Who's playing and what's happening? Well, I could do this. Tuesday, May 21st. I think we're playing the Cardinals. Yeah. We don't have a matchup yet. We should. Of course, by the time I'm calling this game, it'll already be Friday morning, the morning after my birthday. Hey, Kyle Bradish will be on the mound on my birthday. Okay. I don't really know how to approach it, though. Gosh, I don't know. I just have to be that charismatic, lovable guy that everyone knows me to be. By the way, Santander is listed as day-to-day. He might not be in the lineup tomorrow night after getting removed from the game on Wednesday. Again, why? I don't know why. That game... and it's gonna money towards some glasses, which I'm not gonna be shopping for on here. I know where to go for that. That I got to do in person. Look at this guy. He's like, hey, have a look at this, huh? Huh? Look at it, huh? Oh yeah, look at this, huh? Huh? I mean, right? Look at this. What is that all about? Whoa, this has a stick shift? What in the world am I looking at here? I just saw like what is going on here? I don't know. Oh wow, look at that setup. Hey, there's BW's Office of the Future. That's what I want. Look at that. Would you look at that? I'm sitting here on a 1964 diner table. Yeah. But then he legged out a double in his next at bat, didn't he? And then he got moved over to third. And then we decided, let's try to bunt in the guy who, is already kind of slow and also now hurt. That we'll remove out of the game after we make him run to play the field. I don't know. I don't know. By the way, everybody said Santander was safe on that play. Was he safe? I'm telling you, I was watching the Toronto version of the broadcast, and these home broadcast teams, they love not showing you a definitive angle of a play that they can probably see in their production truck. Oh, wait, here's a shot where, Santander is safe. But no, they don't show you that. They don't show you that. They didn't show it to me. They kept showing you all these angles where something is masking what we're trying to see. But, yeah. Anyway, all right, guys. It's coming up on 8 a.m. I'm going to run down and get myself a proper breakfast. And then I think I'm going to pop on someone else's stream a little bit later. But thanks for hanging out, guys. Again, if I start doing more podcasts, there aren't going to be too many in the season, especially next month. We only have one off day. I really need these days off to rest the voice. It looks like the plate is behind the catcher. Yeah, thanks. Yeah, I don't know. I guess if we got that call against us, but we still won, you go back to that play out in Los Angeles with that tag Gunner tried to make on Joe Adele at second base, and everyone was insistent that he was safe, and we had the call go our way, so I guess we've been a little bit lucky in that regard. Yeah, a quarterly podcast, I think, at minimum is fair card. So, yeah, maybe something, whatever last off day before the All-Star break. I'm probably just going to take the All-Star break completely off. It sounds like a good idea. A nice 3-4 day break to reset along with everybody else. But, yeah, a quarterly report sounds good. The State of the Orioles address. That's right. All the pomp and circumstance that is required for such an occasion. All right, guys. Thanks so much for being here. I'm going to go get some breakfast. Sorry we're not playing tonight. And I hope we have some good weather this weekend. That's another thing concerning your boy. The Saturday game start time is 4 o'clock. That is 3 a.m. my time. If the Saturday game is going to be one of these rainy, we don't start the game for 3 hours, then there's another hour delay in the middle. I mean, it is going to be torture. Maybe I do need to hurry up and get that chair now in time for Saturday. It could get rough. All right. Thanks, though. A little bit of help, a little bit of, all weekend. It's just, but Janet, can you give me a little more on that? Because that's sort of what I've picked up on. But are we talking like scattered storms that are going to be on and off? Or are some people saying the clouds are going to open up and it's all day rain for the next 3 days? Because if that's the case, I don't know what's worse. I guess I'd rather them just say it's washed out. Is this going to be rain, rain, rain? Well, then what? Man. 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 How are we going to do this? Because, again, guys, June, we've got one off day. One off day in the whole month next month. We've had off days, and now it feels like if we had less off days early, because, again, folks, we've played 4 less games than the Yankees already. People are looking at the Yankees above us in the standings freaking out. Well, they're only 1 game ahead in the loss column or whatever it is. We just got to play our games here. But now we've already got double headers down the road, a lack of off days. Oh, it's going to get rough. All right, I got to get out of here. Guys, have a good rest of your night. Fingers crossed Friday, May 30th, and then June 17th. Yeah, so we get one more off day at the end of the month, and then that one day off in the middle of June. We'll see how it goes, folks. Until then, your boy's going to try to pick up a mouse and maybe get a haircut, okay? Take care, everybody. This has been the Bird Watcher, and I'll chirp at you later. Thanks for hanging out.